title of the video, Rejecting God's Promises. This word actually ties back to the first two videos the first two videos in this series that I've done, which is I almost got evicted and are you really ready to receive what you're asking for? Let's just say that I am now in the process of receiving the very thing I asked God for. First of all, y'all, I'm no longer single. I am a girlfriend. I am being courted. I am in the courting process. October 10th, I was re-led to write down what I want in my godly husband, right? I already had a list, mind you. I already had a list. I already wrote down what I wanted in a man, over 6 foot, a nice tall chocolate man. You know, he could have waves, he could have locks, he could be rocking the he could his own fine, tall and handsome. I think God is so funny. So I had all of that written down, and I was re-led to write it again. Now, writing it again was a process for me. I rejected that too. And I'm not saying it's because I felt like God was just like, I want you to rewrite this. And I was like, why? Like, I have a list. I submitted to you the list and you're telling me to rewrite the list. Like, why are we doing that? And it was because when I was writing this list down, I had another man in mind. And when he told me to rewrite this list, it was because God had another man in mind. And I was just like, also the difference between the old list and this new list is that I wrote it, this old list, I wrote it and gave it to God, but this new list, I wrote it with God. You know, so as I was writing this list of what I wanted in my godly husband, I paired with God. And as I was writing, he was speaking to me of what to write down. But the good thing about pairing with God is that when I'm writing my list with God, he's giving me and speaking to me things I'm not even thinking about, things I'm not even considering about. He's thinking so far ahead. He's giving that to me now. Lariah, pray for a loyal husband. That's what you want. That's what you need. I never had that like one-on-one rest time with the Lord like all day. I had like time with the Lord, yeah, but it wasn't what I'm used to. So I got overwhelmed because I realized after the fact that I was experiencing burnout just from work, just from not resting in the Lord properly. I was experiencing overwhelming just from the entire process of this promise. And so because I let it get that far, that is when I started rejecting the promise. That's when I started rejecting the man because it was becoming too much. I woke up from that dream taking notice of, and God was saying, what I'm getting ready to give you, you've never experienced before. And so now that I had him saying that, what I'm getting ready to give you is new. You've never experienced before. It's not your type. You would never have gone for this type of man. And then to actually live it, like at first I was excited because I'm like, okay, maybe he just means that like, I'm just like, maybe he didn't like literally mean different type of man. Maybe he meant like, I don't know. And really just to kind of wrap all this up about rejecting God's promises, is that the same state and flow of mind that I was at when it was crunch time to being like in court to be evicted was the same flow and state of mind and being overwhelmed and just feeling I can't hear God. And the truth is God already gave me his answers, but because I felt the way I felt, I brushed it off. So yes, I also prayed that my heart and my mind aligns with God's will, because I think that in praying that, eventually I'm going to get to a space where I'm no longer looking at your looks. I'm looking at kingdom. Like I have to get past, you're not what I was expecting or asking for, but you are. To Lord, why'd you put us together anyways? Like,